Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
You were till for a PENDREAM TV in Pacho. When him say the news not all from an the bro. News say Obabeti in Pacho. So what doing Trebia and as what doing Trefa. News be I present your platform you saw for your voice note not for sending it. I was 0277 128777. The debate 2 PENDREAM FM so Magana for Ninati Onka. Yanko T and a story I did bro.
We move on to Moment of Truth editorial. We do Lest We Forget, and we even do, another segment. But and nam say a special segment in only one segment, Moment of Truth editorial. What are we talking about today? We are talking about justice. We are talking about the rule of law. We are talking about democracy. Ate mo enyuma yeku ewo Ghana by lawyer penyimu a ye friend no Godfred Dame, Attorney General and Ministry of Justice. Na watwe mu mate ne ho nsem bebre. NDC amanyoku enra ye Moment of Truth press conference. Ema nsem bi a SEC efa the ambulance case a ewo court involving the minority leader of parliament Honorable Ato Forsen. Ye disasem ne ho adanse nyina bae. Ye brem all the audio recording. But ene on NDC 360. Ye jebre. Ni ye yinsem no mako. Ya chiri mu. Ya ma all the facts and figures. All the necessary documents. Na wankasa wunim deno. Wankasa ubroni se wo ye discerning no. You judge the truth for yourself. Inti ha ene ye ba be yinsem no mako te sa chire nantie. Ama akora keto akora atede kana se. Mame en kan show na hye nenso se Electoral Commission efiti ase a omoye the friend voter transfer any proxy voters list into we Ghana ni a wadi mfie du nwotwe na watwere wudin dada e wa abato onwumanimo but bibi nti wakwa akodi kurufu froso e wo man Ghana mu into wuntumi nto aba e wo bebia wudin wo a emere ni from the 30th of May to the 14th of June ubetumi akọ wo district electoral commission office na wakwa akọ transfer vote no from baby e wo na wuntumi nto aba no to baby asese wote a wodi ujuma ubetumi ato aba se bibi nti na abato da 7 December no wuni Ghana ana wunya ho nkoto aba. This is the time 30th May to 14 June ko na ko twere wudin wo proxy list ni mu na yi nipa a wo pese wo power no se wo si wanamu eto aba edema ojebusiafo yen sembre kura munim se ye frame Sammy Gyamfi mwako amosomfo me ya chia me hene ne kasama forma NDC amanyoko. I will be bringing you this special edition of the NDC 360 show. We are talking about the unprofessional and criminal conduct of the Attorney General Godfred Dame in the ongoing Ato Forsen case. We are moving straight into action with the Moment of Truth editorial, and we are bringing you the truth and nothing but the truth. Shall we, mommy? Yo, Adeshemamba. So this is the Moment of Truth editorial. To say the medical tribunal and ne ye jebre ne dinkomo about the criminal and unprofessional conduct of Ghana abain futufuo efa mrasem ho ono ne friend Attorney General and swafo a was already attentrene so Minister for Justice Godfred Dame. We are bringing you all the facts. We are bringing you the truth and nothing but the truth. Ms. Cheryl said, "Uhe Jumedi with Facebook and our YouTube or Twitter. Like, comment, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Say Jumedi no. Ye fiti asiye sheshe. We are not wasting time. And I'm saying only one item agenda. No. Meji bre edia ready as many comments as possible. The good, the bad, all the criticisms, all the positive feedback, yɛbɛkenkan ne nyinaa, because this is not just a platform for NDC, it is a platform for Ghana. Ye way senebeya wobɛhu deɛ ɛkɔ so yɛ my Ghana mu na wo nso wetimi ato abapa on the 7th of December 2024. Ɛha yɛ ni obi atem yɛntwe obi adapa no korɛ no deɛ krata documents ne ka no yɛkyirikyiri mu bi ho, so that you, a discerning Ghanaian, you can make your own choice and your own decision. And to share the link, comment, like, and we will read your comments. Now, let's move straight to action. We are screen so Papa Odawe, your friend of Godfred Yabuadame, ono na maboni diano. He is the Attorney General of Ghana. Na die here ne say obedi kan ate ase won komo we mu ne say enye say BNDC for ye num ne keka ye ne ye kasa kwa ene nkomo na ye di no efa wo ho efa me nso me ho. Why? Because it is about justice. Ghana ye wo emra ye de chichiro man, the rule of law. Na sa mra no de esu wom ye mra kunyini pa ya mamra no e ye 1992 constitution. In that 1992 constitution, article 88, ye de yentubi nyina ahye swafo bi nsa ye friend Attorney General and Ministry of Justice ono ne wotumi se obi ye bonitia Ghana mra eye criminal a obetumi di nipa kro no akokot nti potoka sem ye say the prosecutorial powers of the state are vested in the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice under article 88 of the 1992 constitution. Oyo obi a Ghana mra ne Ghana for yamani tumi. He has the power to change your destiny. Okasa odoba akodi court edi wasem a obetumi a. Okasa odoba akoto afiase a at least ono ne betumi abo ko adodi wakwa gina court. And therefore kwanya sa nipa kro yi offer so di ne djuma no e wo se wo hia. Because then e betumi ayokofi but ochina e be ye wo. Enti sa ato forcing trial ya e koso high courts. Eya semben e ho na mesati afi ne farabai ene die. What is the background to this case? Come with me. It is going to be a long journey, but every step of the way you're going to learn about things that will shock you and about things that will help you to make an informed decision on this matter. So asem we nyina fiti ase in 2009 emra Omampenyi Atamels Yesweni in as president. NDC betina konyaso. Ni State of the Nation address e di kan yo komra shebedwam eko kenkan ye no. Odi tu dwa se NDC aban anasa amre ne yaba betina konyaso no. Ye wo ensusu yese ye beto ambulances e dia support National Ambulance Service. Na Ghana ni bi kwa wuhihiemu no here ambulance that he stated that in the 2009 State of the Nation address. And I'm saying to already a friend of Mr. Richard Jakpa. The company Jakpa Arts Business Limited. And then you trying to JBL. Omo say the omanpenyi atamosa kanano. No say oh okay, a businessman yeah so yeah into consultancy, imports and exports of goods. And the coin ben so ena ye betumi afa aboa ama o my Ghana enya ambulance ni bi na yeso ye ne aban na ya business na yeso ye nya sika into Roger Pay a proposal at the command Ministry of Health Sambrana Honorable Alban Sumana Backben and then Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament on a Minister for Health. So you can see that on your screen. Now abusian for ni proposal Mr. Jakpa de command Ministry of Health no wan kokan keke se aban mame kwan na menye men supply ambulances there bi o say oh ya te so mampanyi mails se o nsusu ye se o my Ghana timi to ambulances imprempren so aban se onisika a wo de beto ambulance no samre no na mo be kaya Ghana wa ho kire mu aban foforo aba ye implement single spine policy. So we were complaining saying nyema mu eden. So Mr. Jack Padeni proposal come out by no say there be. Me met me supply ambulance no but mu ni sika abodi betua. But me bank a Stanbic Bank. And Stanbic Bank aye crado say sa buy ebe yuzu yen e de ato ambulance na omo be ma ban besia. Na buy yuzu besia no over a 3-year period e de atu ambulance ne ka. Enti Mr. Jack Pa say me met me akopɛ 200 ambulances number. Me ne me partners. Na me de buy nya ban sika na mu di betua. Me bank Stanbic aye crado so omo ma besia. Na besia no parliament jitum bibia mo age besia no e de atu ambulance ne ka. Na Stanbic for ma ban emfie miensa aban no e di betua besia no. This was his proposal. Now Sam Reno Attorney General no tia konwa so. O hwehwe proposal ni mu Ministry of Health for request o mo de bre aban nyina o mampanyi no hu se o edi mu pa. Enti o ma ho kwan se Yemma Mr. Jackpa, the company I from Jackpa at Business Limited JBL for Ukraine. Na omomwa buying na abainya 200 ambulances. So the Attorney General cleared it. And the loan agreement Mr. Jackpa Bank stand before years or more de bois or mine. Parliament and the cabinet eji loan etum. And until Parliament approval loan ewie. Se Ghana owura Japan ne company aboayen yenya besia se yekoto ambulance na ye de betua na yenya mmere mfie miensa e de atua ambulances ne ka. Now Jackpay oya Ghana ni and the business wo Ghana onye ambulance nti ni proposal aban age atumu dia na e wo se okopepe partner ono ye ambulance nti okope company bia omo Dubai ye from Big C LLC Trading Big C twaniti asa no say okay many aban aye nhyehyeye nti ase aye adwuma yakoye nim be bank Stanbic Bank for aye crowd so mo beboa nti mo so mo ye ambulance amagye din wa bibire mu anyina you are a reputable company therefore be partner yen na ye yenye mu local agents na aban to ambulance na wa fire so to ambulance no so aban tua mo car ye yage ye percentage na aban no e de Stanbic bosia no etua mo car yage ye percentage na aban age mre mfie miensa e de etua saka no so they sign an agency agreement with Big C. Now for by 19th December 2012 and Big C and a Ghana buying a signed contract. A Ghana buying some as a Big C for supplying 200 ambulances and other accessories to government. She date 19th December 2012. But answer krana a buying Big C best sign our contract we know. Na a buying a cabinet approval on 22nd December 2011 to the deal. Na Parliament approve Stanbic for or more term sheet or more loan agreement, the friend financing agreement, or more approval on 1st November 2012. Oko check parliamentary hands at Iwo. Na ye ko yenimi moment of truth there. Only see you tumra ni achresie. We will give you the evidence. So cabinet approval 22nd December 2011. Parliamentary approval of the financing agreement 1st November 2012. Yonko yeni. Now yes, sign contract ni wie ye peno. Na e kire say aban asudia e wo contract ni mo na wo say aban ye. Aban asudie ni sen. Ambulances e she adwumayiko from National Ambulance Service ase. Sa adwumayiko no mo she Ministry of Health so asoya e hwe yapomudini ayarehwe so Ministry of Health ase. It's a Ministry of Health ena assign sa contract. But Ministry of Health for nisika because I'm ready medical chim say buy no mind one him. Enti e wo agreement na yes ne Big C for sign any mu no say Ghana so ye hwe o mai sika sem so Ministry of Finance e wo asodie say o mokope letter of credit e de Emma Big C for ansa na Big C for yi e de ambulance no abreyen Mame che bibi mu yeka letter of credit e de ade. Letter of credit e ye ginamu to me krata. O to ade afiri obi ho. Uni sika wo de betua ne ka. Ana se woni na ye nhyehyeye se ade no me pese wo de breme ema me hu. Ana me pese wo shepi ade ne breme. There are always conditions. Ansa na me de usika ama. Enu nti nipa kwado say okay na ade ne me yewe na me de ba na wantue. O say okay de ebe ye ni. Me ma to me krata your friend a letter of credit. Condition wo mu say wo ye ambulance no na wonya shepe no fa nsuo so say e ba me hope. Now the bill of lading can ho edi adanse say wa shepe product na bre me pa. Sa krata me de ama wa edi aginamu na aye say guarantee. Wo betum de akọ me bank so na wakọ akọ gisika na free me bank so. Eti eye guarantee enye sika enye payment. It only becomes first of all it is a security with condition precedent. When the condition precedents are fulfilled, then nipa chrono seller no a can activate it for the sika. And there were agreements in the Ministry of Finance. Ebe raise letter of credit ama big C for every 50 of the 200 ambulances. In the contract ni achemu 9, 50 biano one letter of credit. Ebe drew na problem bi animu na abayansan raise another letter of credit. Ambulance ni godru na big C for akokashe omusika. No masa abayansan so raise another letter of credit through Ministry of Finance. 50 ni bedru na big C for akokashe omusika sa na hyehye ne tie. Now Ministry of Finance for no mo sa asudie no. Omu delay pa. Nam sikasem ahokyira na o man ni wo mu nti no. Letter of credit and was a reason the Ministry of Finance delay. Ministry of Health so nisika. Enti ekoye problem aban. Edu baby kra no Ministry of Health for decide say ambulance ne kra no. Ye nyai because sika ni ho. Na way e lead to akasa mente me ho ase between Big C and government of Ghana. Because the Big C for kind say only assign contract away. Cabinet approve, Parliament approve. Contract le wo mu say ye yemfa ye sika nkoye ambulance no. Wo de ane say wo be ma ye letter of credit. Na ye shipping ambulance ne bro ne ye bro bill of lading akokashi sika no. Ya boka afiti ase ye ambulance no. Nti ene some say MPP for say o man nti mu ni sika. Untimi ntwe ho emfree contract ni mu. Anya say ye dem be court. So as you can see on the screen, you say after back and forth disagreements over the performance of the contracts, the lawyers for Big C served a notice on the Attorney General threatening to sue government of Ghana for breach of contract. The Attorney General rendered a legal opinion. Some men Ghana, a buying lawyer penny Attorney General, or tre krata efa same way. Ena or chile say Big C for letter or mode abre abaini. The Ministry of Health for person move through agreement because abaini sika. Na yes apa or mode ebeko court. As a buy lawyer penny was or was sudie se or say abainya judgment debts biano. The or yen say the opesa way yen say utu abain for on what the government needs to do. That legal opinion from the Attorney General is very, very important in this matter. And that letter is dated 2nd May 2014. Now, Ubehu letter on the screen, producer, you can give us that letter. And it's important, and that is why I want you to see this letter for yourself. Now, Mizumino, no, producer, this is not the letter. I am talking about Exhibit X. Exhibit X. Give me Exhibit X. Exhibit X is the letter from the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Samreni Deputy Dr. Akurugutinga Ayine. A futua or the man abaino efa sa wentwi ana ekosonimo. Producer, I still need Exhibit X. Exhibit X. Give me Exhibit X. That is the first document. Exhibit X is the 2nd May letter. Thank you very much. This is Exhibit X. Now, you can see May 2nd, 2014. The Honorable Minister of Health, Accra. Dear Honorable Minister, let me zoom it so that the cameras can pick and you can see. I say agreement between Big C General Trading LLC and the government of Ghana. Now the letter reads, we write in respect of notice of intention to sue, which we have received from the lawyers for Big C General Trading LLC in relation to an agreement dated 19 December 2012. It is the mekacha on the one dancing. Executed between the government of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Health, the purchaser, and Big C General Trading LLC. Now, according to lawyers for Big C General Trading LLC, under the said agreement, the supplier was to deliver to the purchaser, Ghana by 200 ambulances, provide maintenance services, and to train personnel of the purchaser. And the purchaser was also expected to pay total sum of 15,800,000 euros, 15.8 million euros, as the price of the 200 Mercedes-Benz ambulances at a unit cost of 79,000 euros. The purchaser was also expected to raise letters of credit. The purchaser Ghana buying. On evidence in any. The purchaser was also expected to raise letters of credit for the benefit of the supplier. Letters of credit were to be established upon the signing of the agreement for every 50 of the ambulances. 25% of the contract price of the goods had to be paid upon delivery of each batch of 50 ambulances. They may catch on what this Now, Shehan Sumame, the lawyers further allege that as part of the terms of the agreement, the purchaser was expected to undertake pre-shipment inspection. Now, let me go forward. Now, Attorney General Nekas, I say we have reviewed the notice of intention to sue. Kratana Big C for the Abbas of the Ghana court or no washim. And accompanying documentation, and have no reason not to believe the facts alleged in their letter. The lawyers have provided this office with evidence of governmental approvals obtained for this transaction in accordance with clause 8 of the said agreement, which says that the contract shall be effective upon obtaining all governmental approvals and upon signing of the agreement by the parties. Now, he goes on and on and on. I'll show you the last paragraph of this letter. We wish to further place on record our view that in the peculiar circumstances of this case, we will be seriously challenged in putting up a defense in court in the event of an action being filed by the lawyers for Big C General Trading LLC. Consequently, in case your ministry is desirous of settling this matter without recourse to the court action, we advise strongly that you invoke the dispute resolution clause that provides for an amicable settlement through negotiation, failing which you may refer the matter to arbitration. Now, producer, go back to my presentation. In the Asema me catch on one dance the 2nd May 2014, a buying lawyer Penny say, ambulance na Big C why you know. One Ministry of Finance and letter of credit na manoa. Big C for the court or no unia bia obitumi aka etwetwaje aban. Because agreement na clear. E de kakese beba. Indeed that say obema maye ambulance no na makope letter of credit as the agreement requires. No many musika upon shipping and serving you with a bill of lading. And answer mopa mu kosiesi o kosiesi so a e chese car company na bobia no betua. Enti when a man Minister of Finance at the time, Honorable Setepe, or during one of the Debbie, Yentimi ntina wo mo man mbokasa. O man wa ho chire mu de be kwan bi aso. Ye be pay letter of credit ni bi. E de ama Big C4. Until on the 18th of July 2014, the former Minister for Finance, Honorable Setepe, or track krata koma Big C4 say, ye pa macho munya abotre letter of credit no eba. Medical letter of credit anymore. Now, producer, give me Elizabeth AK. Honorable Setepe letter or tray, you know, Elizabeth AK. And the documents, and Juma. Everything I can be and will give you the document. Now, this letter, as you can see from the screen, producer, Okay, this letter, as you can see from the screen, is dated 18 July 2014. Addressed to Big C on the letterhead of Ministry of Finance. Or say, agreement between Big C General Trading LLC and the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Health, for the supply of 200 Mercedes-Benz ambulances and related services. Also, reference is made to your letter dated 17 July 2014 in respect of the above mentioned subject matter. The Ministry of Finance, would like to inform you that it is in the process of finalizing the loan agreement between Government of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Finance, and Stanbic Bank for an amount of 15.8 million euros. This will enable the establishment of the letters of credit as per clause 4 of the payment terms of the supply agreement dated 19 December 2012. Executed between the Government of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Health, the purchaser, and Big C for the supply of 200 Mercedes-Benz ambulances and related service. Please revert to us if you have any issues. This is a letter signed by Honorable Setekpe, Minister for Finance. Minister for Finance. It's your no letter come Big C for munyanto boase aban ye letters of credit no ebeba nti ambulance no yebeje enyeka manso bi ani ho judgment debt bi ani ho. Now producer, let's go back to the presentation again. Let's go back to the presentation. Now for after say Finance Minister a letter on 18 July 2014 we you know hana asem no no and the Deputy Finance Minister obi say oda yede na to force in bam ni deputy a oye ne boafo on the 7th of August 2014 or a letter man Bank of Ghana the boss ne ka say on letter no it was on the authority of the boss. That is his case in court. That is his view, and that is the position of the NDC. Say, and the boss, Honorable Setekpe, and the man authority say, should a letter come Bank of Ghana for say, letters of credit, you know, or more establishing in favor of Big C. At forcing. This is the letter the entire case is based on. The producer, Mamesa letter, no, exhibit A, I believe. Yes, this is the letter. The letter is dated 7th August 2014. Now, the title is Request for Establishment of Letters of Credit in Favor of Big C LLC and the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Health, for the supply of 200 Mercedes-Benz ambulance and related services. Shall also say contract where Ministry of Health for the ambulance. Ministry of Finance where you man say to me krata ejinamu letter of credit no omo bepe na yetime sika tuaka. So this is the letter to forcing route. We make reference to the supply agreement between the Government of the Republic of Ghana, acting through the Ministry of Health and Big C Trading LLC for the supply of 200 Mercedes-Benz ambulances and related services. The Ministry of Finance is urgently requesting you to establish the letters of credit for the supply of 50, so we can say first 50 BRN and letters of credit, for the supply of 50 ambulances amounting to 3.9 million euros, representing 25% of the contract sum, while arrangements are being made to perfect and sign the loan agreement. The letter of credit should be established in favor of Big C. Inti ato forcing ne and the sign Honorable Case Lato forcing Deputy Minister for Minister Shenenso. He signed for the minister. Producer, back to the presentation. So this is the letter Honorable Lato forcing, you know. Now, after this, Honorable Lato forcing wrote another letter, Exhibit B1, to the controller, say on transfer CKB to Big C4, and also on the authority of his boss, Finance Minister Honorable Setekpe. So as you can see on the screen, I said the letter Ato forcing wrote to the Bank of Ghana, and the subsequent letter to the Controller and Accountant General dated 12 August 2014 were in line with government's obligations under the contract. Attorney General Akan. So by the obligation to do the letter of credit. In line with the obligations of government under the contract, the legally binding advice of the Attorney General, a foot 2 hour, they might bind this a letter of credit, and yes, a kabeba. and on the authority of his boss, the then finance minister. That is our position. That is the position. Now, producer, give me the second letter Honorable Atoforsin wrote. This is moment of truth where we give you the truth and nothing but the truth. Yet tumra ni achire usie. No one will say, and now when chair ayaba ya ni wudi nkomono e no kredrodo. You can producer can give me the second letter to the controller. To the controller. That second letter was what Honorable Atoforsin wrote to the controller. Say, transfer money to Big C and also sono or treye on the authority of the boss, the finance minister. Now, you can see the letter on the screen, 12 August 2014. Request for letters of credit in favor of Big C Trading LLC and the Republic of Ghana, blah, blah, blah. I'll say, authority is hereby conveyed to you to release a sum of 806,000 cedis, 688, 0.75 pesos, to the Minister for Health to enable him pay the bank charges covering the establishment of the letter of credit for the supply of 50 Mercedes-Benz ambulance and related services. Letter of credit no kwa ya ekawo ho. Inti osantre letter Emma controller say, sa cost of establishing the letter of credit no Monfama Ministry of Health for na omuntu minye. And that letter again was signed by Honorable Kesel Atoforsin, Deputy Minister, for Minister. He signed it for the Minister. Now, so letters are Honorable Atoforsin sign mienu ni nyina no. Adewe is very important. Adewe say. Adewe. Wait. This is the seal of the Minister of Finance. You can seal it. This, when your friend to me, ashen so dear. Minister of Finance, Ghana, how no go to me. And son, you bet to me, you see, free Ghana for 2 muno. I just want one man who answer. Until let Tebeko controller will be as a seal way in Sisua, controller untia. Who bet to me, a Minister of Finance, yere, neba, ne deputy, oye, or Mampenyi, crowd of Ghana, now trelete ma controller, na seal way in Sisua untia. Once you seal this seal, it means the minister, only he has the seal. Seal no on the personal secretary. Once you see this seal on a letter, it means the minister said the letter should go to controller. And that is the only reason why the controller will pay. So you can see the seal. Producer Mame exhibit A, no, first letter, Honorable Atoforsin. I want you to see the seal here too. This is the first letter. Producer, don't worry. This is the first letter. Dated 7th August 2014 or trade to Bank of Ghana, to Bank of Ghana for letters of credit to be issued. Signed for the minister. Again, see the seal. The seal is here. This is the seal of the finance minister. So I very material. And as we go along, now back to the presentation. So Atoforsin role a transaction these 2 letters. Writing a letter to the Bank of Ghana to establish a letter of credit for and on behalf of his minister who authorized him to do so, and his seal, the same for the second letter to controller, say Omuntia a car, and I see car Ministry of Health for here to establish that letter of credit. Now, assembly background na media amount, I feel do assembly mosuko. Say the Atoforsin ye ni dia. And your dientina, Yura Godfred Damene, a ben in a Kwakujina court. Now, quite do ben cranny a diabono. You say, what are the charges that Attorney General Godfred Dame has proffered against Honorable Atoforsin in court? Charges, no way. And me, as I'm in court, it may be more because I'm a lawyer and I know the law. The court has given a ruling on this matter. The ruling on the application for submission of no case to answer. In that ruling, at page 5 and 8, you will see clearly what the case of the Attorney General is. Producer, give me that ruling. Now, you know ruling in Masuko. He said, the Honorable Atoforsin ye any dia. And kwa do ben ye diabono court. No, but nebe na Atoforsin aye. A buyer, Atoforsin minority leader, Aquacujina court. Almost why dear. What do you say? Producer, relax for me. Now let's go. I want to show you something. When we say me kind court documents, me yes, Gyamfi document. In the Superior Court of Judicature, in the High Court of Justice, Financial and Economic Crime Division 2, held in Accra on Friday, the 30th of May, 30th day of March 2023, before her ladyship, Justice Efiasewa Saribuche, Mrs. J, sitting as an additional High Court judge. Suit number BBNE. Now, Obaha. The ruling. So this is a ruling of the courts. Yama ruling area, and that is why I want to educate you about the ruling. Now, page 5. Ube duna abain ediabo honorable Agyapong. Count 1. Any. Shemame. Let me zoom it for you. Now, wait me who bibia kama. Almost Agyapong boni awaye ni o ubi anhwe statement offense. Willfully causing financial loss to the Republic contrary to section 179A3A of the Criminal Offences Act 1960, Act 29. Particulars of offense, such as offense in the Nchirichiri Muni. Me kind of potoka se miwi amede bebetri. Or the case Agyapong between August 2014 and April 2016 in Accra, in the Greater Accra region of the Republic of Ghana, willfully caused financial loss of 2,370,000 euros to the Republic by authorizing irrevocable letters of credit valued at 3,950,000 euros to be established, out of which payments amounting to 2,370,000 euros were made to Big C General Trading Limited of Dubai for the supply of vehicles purporting to be ambulances without due cause and authorization. Agyapong bonia anakwedu ayede abono no mienu bakuni. Aban lawyer penny Godfred say Agyapong what train letter come Bank of Ghana. Say omonye letter of credit at a cost of 3.9 million euros. Say sikano aban tuemu 2.3 million euros dada. Na mutuya ye for cars be vehicles via. Muna mo say ambulance is when ambulance. But happen here, or see Agyapong interest without due cause and authorization. Also, be anywhere or ma Agyapong to me, so one interest a letter no, or no one any petre a bank case no bakuni. Now, page 8, yanko the second charge against Honorable Agyapong. This is the ruling of the trial court. Now, count 5. Intentionally, the other counts I'm not reading are about other accused persons. That is why I'm jumping. With regards to Honorable Agyapong, it is count 1 and count 5. But I can't count 1 actually. You can count 5. Or say, intentionally misapplying public property contrary to section 1(2) of the Public Property Protection Act 1977 SMCD 140. Encheche Munini. Case Agyapong between 2014 and 2016 in Accra, in the Greater Accra region of the Republic of Ghana, intentionally misapplied the sum of 2.3 million euros being public property by causing irrevocable letters of credit to be established against the budget of the Ministry of Health in favor of Big C General Trading Limited of Dubai for the supply of vehicles purporting to be ambulances without due cause and authorization. I have to almost say without due cause and authorization. Vehicles purporting to be ambulances. This is the case. Producer, back to the presentation. Kwadua abayno ediabo Honorable Agyapong. Now me betchero Agyapong, so what is his defense? What is the kernel of Agyapong's defense? Oyi asem ya no saying. Asem na wo court no na me chechiro. Ye muwa bibia. Court nko na ebetimi abuwa de odi bem, de odi fo. The all can occur, the on can occur. But we have every right to comment and explain to you. So na be ya mfuturo amanfo to agu ani no. You will know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. What is the crux of the defense of Agyapong? Back to the ruling. Back to the ruling. Page 16 and page 17. Back to the ruling. You call the ruling making kind with page 16 to 17. Uba say judge no wa in a very nice way was summarizing Agyapong and then a lawyer for omanu the same to the courts. Why they think assembly a yemogo Agyapong has no case to answer. Now let me read this to you. I said Dr. Bamba Aziz Bamba is a lawyer of Agyapong, argues in essence that the prosecution has failed to establish a prima facie case against his client. Honorable Atoforsen lawyer say, a buying case against Atoforsen, the gravamen of the argument advanced on behalf of A1, which is Atoforsen, is that the letters that form the basis of the charges against A1, quote, are the acts of the Minister of Finance and factually and legally attributable to him and not the personal acts of A1, which is Atoforsen, unquote. He discusses the evidence that shows that the Minister of Finance, at the time on whose behalf A1, whom A1 be Honorable Atoforsen, had acted, had confirmed, especially per Exhibit 5 for A1, that the letters of credit, Exhibits A and B1, had been set upon behalf of the ministry with due authority from the minister, whom he was only assisting in accordance with Article 71 of the 1992 Constitution. Now, Otwaso said, even then, it is argued on behalf of A1 Atoforsen that the letters of credit are only converted into funds for payment upon certain conditions being met, which would not in essence be in the control of A1, and that in such circumstances, the loss incurred, if any, should not be traceable to A1. Dr. Bamba also argues that the matter of parliamentary approval, okay, this is a different matter. So, Midibesia, what Honorable Atoforsen through his lawyers are telling the court, and they say, Honorable Atoforsen letter with train, and the boss. Producer, stay with me, just let the ruling be on. Or say, and the boss, and a man, the say, on trace are kratan. These are his acts. It is Obia Bonimpo, and Atoforsen yet channel. Because the boss, the man authority, and that is his case. Again, I say, letter no one the boss cast a one train, Bonibi and essence say. Letter of credits any payments a security with conditions. So conditions you for failure and son and the pakrobit me akwa cash sikano. What were the conditions in this case? Conditions they say big C for be ambulance no. Na abaya akwa ye pre-shipment inspection. Akwa say ambulance aye order ye no eno ano maye. No munya ship ambulance no mo send the bill of lading ma abaya ansa. Na omatimi akwa cash letter of credit no. When na said yes okoye pre-shipment inspection nya Atoforsen in the Ministry of Health. And he said, Chimatobi Krato, how do you trace that to Atoforsen? But my lady, the judge, I share assembly munuye no. And also there be Dr. Aziz Bamba. Assembly yenyanru judgment, so where submission of no case. The burden of proof and yet for the states, Godfred and you are bound to prove beyond reasonable doubt that Atoforsen ayebone. The burden of proof is to establish a prima facie case, and there is a case to answer. Inti me no nya adwen na de tia me no nya adwen no judge ne kan na judge na chirem what the main issue for determination is. Asem na ekoso court no person what ase a judge na bone tofa in this ruling what the main issue is. Now on page 42 the judge rules on the matter. Okay? He says that also further there is the issue, let me zoom it for you. Further there is the issue of what authority the first accused exercised when he asks for the LCs to be issued. It is a case of the prosecution that the LCs were issued without due cause and authorization. They are buying a Godfred Amekano Atoforsen new authorization. The prosecution is stating that A1 had no authority, has stated among others that the agreement that culminated in the delivery of the defective ambulances, which cannot be used in the condition that it is on the part of A1, that it is. So what should we say? Attorney General Akase, Atoforsen letter no tray no need to me to write it to be a man as a coin. Ambulances is why you the letter of credit now no. It cannot be used in the condition it is. Let's just say a kaba. On the part of A1, he insists that he had the authority of the Minister of Finance, whose deputy he was, to issue the request. That said, however, the law is quite clear that where a negative averment is made, in this case, that A1 acted without authority, and there is a positive one the onus is on the one making the positive assertion to prove the positive. The law is quite clear that the party who makes a positive assertion must offer positive proof of same, because he who denies a fact cannot produce the proof. So judge may say, at first, when also authority, you are asserting the positive. Godfred, that means who new authority, he's asserting the negative. What at first, when I was so say what they are dance here, say now authority, so you must prove it. So that is the issue. And I will just read the final part for us. On the need for proof of positive affirmance, please see also, he gives you more cases here. And then he says, in such circumstances, it is for A1, Atoforsen, to adduce evidence to show that he had authority. The burden on the accused person, however, is not as high as that of the prosecution. The accused only needs to raise a reasonable doubt. Honorable Atoforsen, judge, and they say, there was all and they say, or raise a reasonable doubt, my court said he could have had authority. This is the main issue for determination in court. Now, let's go back to the presentation. If this is what the court is saying is the main issue, whether or not Atoforsen letter no train he had authority or not, Atoforsen say, I wrote the letter as deputy minister, signed for my minister. I had his authority. Godfred, that would new authority be a hootie. Judge, and they say, Ato, so also authority, come and prove it. And until Yan correct ye se tek pay ya asem yifa ne hu so no na ma authority and our authority no yan correct na asem a waka ne court. The media has published his testimony, but I will not read media reports to you. I'm going to read to you his witness statement, said Tekpe's witness statement, paragraph 8 and 11 of the Onoa Kano court afasa asem Papa no ye minister of finance na aban lawyer Penny Godfred that me say wa ma to force authority bia ato force yan ne tre letter no. So let me show you the title. This is the witness statement of Setepe. Ewo court stamp. So dear in the season. Muntie de Setepe aka. I have been shown copies of Exhibit A and B1. Exhibit A and B1. A ne letter na to force in the country to Bank of Ghana. B1 a letter no tre come controller no. So I have been shown copies of Exhibit A and B1, which I understand constitute the basis of the case against A1 Atoforsen. Exhibit A and B1 are written on the letterhead of the Ministry of Finance and signed by A1 for the Minister of Finance. The letter to the Bank of Ghana requesting the setting up of the letters of credit emanated from the Ministry of Finance and had and had my full authorization. And down. Had my full authorization, not partial authorization, full authorization. Paragraph 11. As stated earlier, I authorized A1, Atoforsen, to sign Exhibit A and B1. I wish to confirm that I signed Exhibit AK. Exhibit AK, Honorable Setepe letter now Trekoma BC for say Big C for say Munyanto was I'm working on the letter of credit. I signed Exhibit AK in July 2014. At the time, the Ministry of Finance was hopeful it will be able to revive the Stanbic facility to finance the purchase of the ambulances. In fact, I wish to add that before the Ministry of Finance requested the Bank of Ghana through Exhibit A to set up the letters of credit for the ambulance, the Ministry had received a copy of Exhibit AK from the office of the Attorney General. Into Ochemu said, "Me Attorney General of foot to the man, me letter no to go and assure Big C for. Me na me can't to force entry letter no. Into to force why no one can say he didn't have cause or authorization. This is what Setepe said. Producer, I won't even go to the jackpot witness statement. This is enough. Let's go back to the presentation. So if the entire case, instead to force your trail letter, be say you establish a letter of credit. Now only cause or authorization. Now the boss will say, me na me man authorization. Godfred, that means china to force a wobua. Na Setepe mfa letter be no trema to force so onko tre letter, no fa letter bra. Na say na minister e ka kire ni deputy minister so onko ye adwuma. I just wa tre letter manansa na. Ase mo tibi we. But the here pa ne say Producer, give me the letter Atoforsin wrote, Exhibit A. The seal of the Minister of Finance on the letter is the evidence of the authorization. Because se tekpe and authorizing no and be Atoforsin ye de kwadu ato no sunti no oba be defending na. What about the seal? The seal is the evidence of the authorization. This is the seal. Producer, this is the seal. If you can give me the letter again, producer. I want the 7th. I want them to see the seal. And you say, Setepe de nano na aka keke. Ato sign for the minister. And this is the seal of the minister. Chenchina Chiaban say you didn't have authorization. I said, no. It's about authorization. Let's go back to the presentation. I'll quickly rush you through. You be do what the kernel of the case. And also say, now, for Attorney General, apart from authorization, you quite do for Frozen say. Cars, ambulances now, toy and based on the letters of credit, or say vehicles purporting to be ambulances. Uti MPP for almost where trotro, na she nim trotro. And the other person say cars na trotro. Producer, give me the pictures. Let's see the pictures. And again, any awuhe mi biya no. Opa ko Parliament House. Udu Parliament House a on sendifa. Car park na wana man for parking. Unu be si a parking ambulances bi wo. They have been there for a long time. Ambulances nini. Me mama cho we trotro. They mu hunu sui. Producer. Abontini o ambulance na abontini. Inside ni. We na do me say vehicles purporting to be ambulances no. These are the pictures. Hwe mfidie wum. Mo hwe enye me hihim. Mo hwe. Everything is here. These are the pictures. So clearly, they were not. But what actually is the problem with the ambulance? Yes, there were problems with the ambulance. And we are candid to tell you what the problem with the ambulances are. Nanya me na meka achiro, me chiro aban Godfred amene dance ni ode ne court or ye adwuma National Ambulance Service. Na dance ya wedi ni court the ruling, the submission of no case ruling, it is there. I'm going to give you that. And producer, give me the relevant pages. I'm going to show you the problem now. Almost the ambulance no trotro. She nim the omo kind of radio so no. Me chire the omo kind of courts. Yes say o tamfo esuan wasa na wachia ne pa. So be say obe time wa. And fa one the obeye nya ne fe. No, I want the submission of no case ruling. Good. The ruling I was reading. The submission of no case ruling. I want to show you in court. Ambulance no, I've shown you the pictures. But let's go and listen to what they have said in court. The ruling I was reading on the submission of no case. My kind of force in case. Good, this is it. Now, producer, give me the relevant pages. All right. You can just give me the relevant pages in my ear. I will just scroll there. And no. We want you to see the evidence. The pages. Okay. Now, page 37. Very important. Page 37. You have a problem. Almost say a war ambulances. This a court ocrata and just Sammy Gyamfi na eka. Omo ankasa no mu asem o makwa ka kire court no me be kan a kire na ya hwese ambulance no eye trotra mu nyina mu be hu bi ewa ha no kretru do ne yeka. This is the moment of truth, special edition of NDC 360. Now muntie ha PW1 prosecution witness 1 Attorney General ne dance ni odi kan friend asem ni muni. Your friend Dr. Anson Bridger stated that there were defects with the vehicles when the team from the NAS, National Ambulance Service, inspected them. His testimony on the 31st of May 2022 included the following. Problems almost a ambulance no muntie trotro no eni muntie. Omo dancing prosecution witness 1 muntie. Also we went run all the ambulances, open all the doors, the bonus as a way of going to start our inspection. We started the inspection from the exterior part of the body, and these were our observations. A, we observed that the red, gold, green colors were not properly done in the sense that the ends were loose, and there were airbags, which means they can easily be peeled off. Quite do you know? The entire ambulance, that boy, I can't say ambulance. The red, gold, green, bobo. Now, so stickers there, bobo. No more say, and from that stickers the cheap. It is second red, gold, green, and you the abo no. Obi beti me peeling off easily because I say I'm fan tareho ye. Defect number 1. We into the ambulance near Trotron, Muntie, quarter Sammy, Muntie. Also, we observed that there were no working lights which could be used during nights for operations. Almost people that ambulance near an operation. Lights be anywhere, and Adria the an operation. Trotron was some here can be NTB. We also observed that the word ambulance, which is supposed to be written in reverse order on the bonnet, was also not there. Almost was like a ambulance good bonnet, and so yantre. The ambulance being written in reverse on the bonnet enables the vehicle ahead of the ambulance the opportunity to view the mirror to see there is an ambulance coming. We also observed that the ambulance emergency number, which was at that time 193, was also not written at the back of the ambulance on top of the doors. 193 no so yantre no ambulance no. Then we moved. It's we are Abonten Fort no. By inside. Then we moved into the patient compartment. These were our observations. We observed that the patient trolley was too low, and also it was not running on the trolley platform, which means the wheels on the trolley can wear the floor of the ambulance. And just a trolley ni mo trolley wo. But mo say wheels no trolley ni wheels no. Na wo form dodo nti omu pia ebetwitwi form ebetwitwi ambulance no form trolley no ties na ben form dodo eti no so ye fault nti eniye. We also observed that the attendant seat we better ambulance na konyo obetena so attendant seat at the head of the trolley, which was a swivel chair, was not firmly fitted. Akonyo a obi betena mo obetena so no ene munye den papa akonyo ne munye den muntie problems no me say obi time wo no say chenchina chen obehawa wo de muntie. We also observed that the other seats at the other side were also too low, and will not give comfort to paramedics. They were also without seat belts, which means the occupants would not be restrained during the movement of the ambulance. We also observed that the cabinets where medications and other consumables will be kept were produced with a mica with sharp edges, which can easily cause injuries. Into almost say, ya cabinet be ya doing rushishin. Now, material near there and I know you're sharp, though the bit me proud be. We also observed that the drawers were also not self-locking. Auto drawer anymore and one to my just say wow to many self-locking. It's not so your fault. We also observed that there was no medical equipment in ambulance. I think this was the most serious issue. No medical equipment. So these are the issues. And yes, ambulances, you have seen the exterior, you have seen the interior. But these are the problems. Sticker in Tarehunye, a conya be munyading, and cupboard be too more. I know it mean too much. Just a while, what is afford to, and a conya be munya. The only thing was the medical equipment. But look, this issue, see, Ministry of Health for Rizia. Edane when we between Big C. What kind of Big C for any problem? Now was think I buying back Dubai ebe ye inspection sakra ni ahyepekan. But the problem amahunia we are ready to solve it. And producer, there is a document, an addendum. We say the first thing should be like a memo. I don't think this is it. Get me that document. If you check your running order, you see a document. Some problems here, and when you almost say a boka ambulance, and papa no. Ministry of Health, any Big C for what Nancy, and they solved the problem. They solved the problem. Big C workers, okay, the problems in India. Yes, sending a technicians a bagana. Or may solve problems in India. Because it's a contract, a civil relationship. The supplier, the amount of chimato one. What do we do? I come and rectify it. It can be remedied. It is not fatal. Medical supplies, no. The entire name can want to say, you can't be buy. Out of the first 13, you can't be buy. Yeah, the buyer, no. Producer, this is not I'm looking for a memo. It's a document. It's an addendum to the agreement. A memo addressed to the Honorable Minister of Health. It's a very important document that viewers need to see. Say these defects now abanye cancer nti yabokano. Big C for ejitu mu say ye baba ya mamo. Medical supplies no so no ye de ni nyina ebremo. Medical supplies no. So producer, if I can even pick it here, let me see how I can get this for you. Let's see Exhibit X. Okay, I think I will get that document for you. I wanted to read that document now. Producer, you keep looking for it for me. I want to read that document for you need so that you will know that there was an agreement. There was an agreement. Clear agreement between Big C and the government of Ghana that whatever problems there are with the ambulances, they are ready to fix it. And National Ambulance Service for Ankasa wrote a letter to Ministry of Health. See any Big C for Edin Komo. We are solve a problem. What this for me, Yebape, I will read that document to you because I want to read that document. This is the moment of truth. We are discussing the criminal and unprofessional conduct of Godfred in that of forcing trial. The and we've been on a journey. You do pompon so Mama who problems I what ambulance nearby and home. My catcher say Big C any Ministry of Health for solve our problem because agreement no sign. There are such clauses in it. It's a problem bar yan na yen into we higher. And thank you, producer, for this letter. Exhibit AF, the way you know court on Krata, Ministry of Health, National Ambulance Service, a memo. Now, this letter, this memo is to the Honorable Minister of Health. It is from Director, National Ambulance Service, Professor Ahmed N. Zakaria, on your politician, Professor Mua Aoda, Samreno, 22nd February 2016, or that National Ambulance Service. Because the submission of reports on the meeting between Big C Medical Team, suppliers of the 200 Mercedes ambulances, and the Ghana Ministry of Health team, represented by the National Ambulance Service. Or say, sir, this is to submit a report on the meeting that took place between Big C Medical Team, led by Engineer Hamed Sadashi, and the Ghana Ministry of Health, represented by the CEO of the National Ambulance Service, Professor Ahmed Nuhu Zakaria, on the technical issues raised in the post-delivery inspection report on 10 ambulances out of the 200 that are to be supplied by Big C Medical. The meeting took place in Dubai on Thursday, 11 February 2016. Into the relevant portion. Big C for so kind. We say the following agreement and recommendations were made. These were the agreements. Obligations by Big C Medical. Big C Medical will ship all the equipment of the 30 ambulances to Ghana to fix them. Shipment is to be done this week. Big C Medical will send a technical team to Ghana when the equipment arrive. Big C will address and rectify all the issues raised when the technical team arrives in Ghana. Big C will train emergency medical technicians on usage of vehicles and equipment when they are fixed. Commissioning and handing over will be done when the ambulances are ready. Big C will address the issues of maintenance workshops. Big C for G2. The ministry will expedite action to get the remaining 20 ambulances at the port cleared at the earliest convenience. All the 30 ambulances will be assembled together at a location of choice. Clearance of medical equipment shipped by Big C will be facilitated by the Ministry of Health. Now, in October 2016, and a Big C for the Omoboshaso, where a bail of leading medical equipment Nany ambulance mu omoji tumu so obode beba no mo shepe ni nyina bra tema port. This is the bill of lading. This is the bill of lading. Everything is here. All the medical equipment, including spare parts for ambulance. It contains 30 sets of medical accessories and defibrillators for 30 Mercedes-Benz. Everything, medical accessories, will you believe? Say, Besine, Aban say, medical accessories, no claim report. That's all report. 8 years in it. Big C, most say obi at the ambulance abremo. A trotro. Ya pamo hon to masenya trotro. Ya good ye wom. Mo quarter, most oh stick away about hono and tarring who ye. Seats no, a munya den. Cardboard be utumua, I just said what is a fortune and went to. The Amokaya Mudu is a medical equipment in him. And they have shipped the medical equipment to you based on agreement or money abaye. Abaye say ye clear medical equipment need be share ambulance ni mu a. Ye ntumi nka say Jo Mahama ne ato forcing. Eto trotro ne ba Ghana. Ye case na ye prosecute ati ato forcing na collapse. Because ambulance na ye say Chimatowa hunti ye financial loss no. Medical equipment ni nya ba mu pe. It means the ambulances can be used. So abroni be yo say ye be kwa clear medical accessories no ne de share ambulance ni mu na yetimi use de and ye can na tema port on say 8 years the things are still there. Now this thing, the agent of Big C Mr. Jakpa wakani nyina wona dance secretary mu. This is the bill of lading. And so if producer take me to Mr. Jakpa's witness statement, give me the relevant pages, let me quickly show viewers about this. Okay, in I want the paragraphs of Mr. Jakpa's witness statement, where you will see clearly he explains, say all these problems can be remedied, and indeed, not Honorable Setepe, Honorable Jakpa, and indeed we rectified it. We sent the accessories, Abain the ready, and I will read just the portion about loss. Producer, just tell me the page. Let's go to the last paragraph that I said I wanted, which should be 60 something, right? 100 and something. Give me the last paragraph on this particular event. Yeah, paragraph 116. Paragraph 116. Muntie bibi wa. Paragraph 116 abusuafo. Enche yebeko de asi wo court ni mu sisi or say it is after the documents marked as page 2 and 3 of Exhibit AK that the former Minister for Finance wrote. This is on. Let me go to the issue of loss. The issue of loss. For this is NDC 360. Today we are bringing you all the necessary facts. Okay, yes. No financial loss. So what's it? Insofar as causing financial loss to the Republic is concerned, two main facts are evidence. Ochechrim, why he is not responsible for any loss in this matter. Now, he goes on and on to say that 106, I say that since government, let me zoom it for you to see. I say that since government has accepted the vehicles and has not terminated the contract, the only type of loss government can be talking about is the cost of rectifying the so-called defects, if any. In this case, however, it is clear that Big C is ready and willing to install the medical equipment in the ambulances, subject to the government clearing the medical accessories or equipment from the Tema port. Where then is the loss government is complaining about in these proceedings? Loss in a way. What ambulance? Obi the ambulance abrel. Uzi problem wo ho. O say me de ho nyema ni nyina abrel. Wo na wo ye consign Aban pet through Ministry of Health, they bet me a clad in a free pot. Obi to be clear. Aban say abroni be ye men clear that. Send a bay me to media to force your kujina court to say ambulance not toy and any papa. Ye clear near the infidel gumu ambulance, and bet me you sue. I'm a Ghana for your home for so. But on yet. Let's go back to the presentation. Time on you. Now, this is the case in court. And we have been expecting, say, Attorney General said, nobody is afraid of prosecution. We believe that we will get justice in court. Ma court ni asem no, na court ni mua, obi amua. Ontie de Godfred Ameka, ontie de atofo seneka na yemfa no krento baby I was here to. But asem ye dia ena nano ya wode ya 23rd May 2024. Nano ya wode ya. Ekupie mu court. Ye call ye no, owura Agyapong oye anamsi ni ma big C. Ena wo di adanse ye. Ena lawyer for atofo sin bisa no question during cross examination. Now all your question no, it was about the seal on the letter honorable Atoforsen etre no di dance say etre say letter no e minister of finance say tekpe enema ho kwan say Atoforsen tre. Now when I go for that me sorry no say my lord objection. Owura Agyapong onhwe so in defending ho. I say we defend Atoforsen. Enye anu nti no wa won defend no. And Mr. Agyapong say hey sana beka Attorney General me pesa wote ase say wo na wo adwenbone say wo pesa media dance crew mutu Atoforsen so because only me share anado the sumo say at odd hours what framing me share wo ka kire me say me back court wa asem wo be bi say bibia no minya no say na me nka bi mu a na what media Atoforsen akoto prison. You want me to falsify and skew my testimony to help your case. Scandal na abani nyina ne fare by ni esi court. I am not fabricating it. It is in the record of proceedings. I am showing you the certified true copy. Producer, certified true copy. I will put it on our NDC 360 page from page 24 to 31. Mr. Agyapong Sam wo kan ye e court. She no so say adanse or testify under oath. It just say word odinse say adanse a wo kan ye no kre. Na say odi tura ye betumi de na koto afiase for perjury. Certified true copy any certified true copy, the record of proceedings of 23rd day of May 2024. Now, if you go to page 24 of the document, if you go to page 24 of the document, this is what is there. Lawyer Tamakulune air cross examiner. Or say, let me just go down. Question. In the specific case of this transaction, can you tell the court what were required in the LC to be honored? No, say, Agyapong say, in this particular case, particular LC, there are condition precedent. I cannot enumerate them offhand. That needed to be met, blah, blah, blah. So he goes on. Have a look at Exhibit B2, letter now to force and tray. Can you see a seal on Exhibit B2? Or say, yes, my lady, I can see a security seal. Can you tell the court what seal it is? If there is any name, agency, or department? Or say it is the Controller and Accountant General Department security seal. Then only need hun komo nkomo ne koso na o ena honorable Godfred Dame say honorable Godfred Dame this honorable Godfred Dame sorry I say my lady I'm a little bit constrained to intervene because the Minister of Finance at the time was in court and testified about authorization. I wonder what Mr. Agyapong's business is to testify about authorization. In the court no be court no be kasa ya. Then Mr. Agyapong came in. Then you can't say Mr. Dami came in again. My lady, the point I am making is actually part of my objection. If my learned friend wanted to go on record, then let it be. So then Mr. Agyapong comes in. Mr. Agyapong comes in here. The air cano and ye boy simobi adansi a wedi ni court abra wedi insiso be cano kre. Mr. Agyapong say, oh, my lady, I want to put on record that I am not here to defend A1. Then the court comes here. I say, I have not told you that you have defended A1. I say, no, I am not talking about you. I say, Mr. Agyapong, the Attorney General did that. He accused me directly and I want to respond. Then Mr. Agyapong comes. My lady, I have heard that, but I want to make it clear here that the Attorney General has on several occasions had meetings with me privately at odd hours, both in person and on phone in respect of this case to cooperate or answer questions in a manner that will make his case better against A1 Atoforsen. And I have refused. And I have evidence to that. And so, and so if he is accusing me here that I am here to defend A1, he has brought hostilities to my doorstep. And I am responding to the hostilities. And if he continues on this angle, I will open the Pandora box and we will all know actually what transpired. He has brought it up and I will give it to him. Until when the court had to intervene to calm down. Until press release, he said, NDC for your same way one dance here. Mr. Jackpa was not lying. Until they are dancing and never to. And some people said, oh no, Munishe, Mu tape among famra. A do baby crowd almost oh tape NDC for one. A Supreme Court judge be fear and see and now then what the born and I wouldn't say a babeche when I was at take a new answer. So we decided to sweep them. Producer, back to the presentation. We did the press conference, but meeting Corona no move free say the who tape bani and fama the full because we have a lot of tapes and the bank kakra. So our national chairman addressed the press conference. We won't play to you the entire tape because the tape is out there. But for purposes of this presentation, I will play two aspects of the tape. Wow, bet say Godfred Damia. Akwebi oti good evening, got a friend of Paul Adomochre. On the SCSA, Jackpa was begging Godfred Dami to drop the case. But you will see that it was Godfred Dami and Papa Yache or Hano. So, oh, letter of credit in Bisawa, can he say? If you say agreement now, condition, can he say? Can say? If you listen to the full tape, you will see everything. But you got to a certain point, now name Mr. Jackpa. And then Mr. Jackpa said, there be. Nipa ntena senye nipa bonesa. Attorney General the opposite menyane me ya meditro. Na mema innocent man akwa da prison enti mi nye. Producer bossa tape ni mame.
You pay only after the goods have been delivered. Because that is also the contract, not so.
Yes, but then the financial instrument for the project is an irrevocable letter of credit. So, good. So that credit letter has already been sent.
Hold on, no problem. But in my view, that letter of credit area, the contract requires that you pay by letters of credit, not so.
Yes, in addition, we should establish it upon the front of the contract. So already you have paid.
Upon the sign of the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Yes. That no, upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulances, since there was no advance mobilization, advance payment, that LC was a security that you have to establish ahead.
No problem. It's on the contract for every 50 ambulance. Is it the contract for the contract for every 50 ambulance?
Pardon?
Is it the contract for, I'm saying upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Yes.
Is it the contract for the every 50 ambulance?
If the contract is for 200 ambulances in tranches of 50.
Good, hold on. So that contract for 50 ambulances is different from this one?
No. It is, the contract is one contract for 200 ambulances, which has been broken down within the contract for every few, you establish LC for every 50 tranche. So you have 4 LCs for the 200 ambulances.
No, that part I disagree with you. But if you look at the terms of the contract, it's quite clear. And it should not be difficult for you to accept because really it doesn't put you in any problem at all. That does not put you into any difficulty. I don't know the Minister of Health, the Minister of Finance. So for me, if you accept that, then it doesn't put you in any difficulty. See,
the problem I have in accepting that for you, is that in there are letters that confirm that both from government and from our principal, that is for every 50 ambulances. That confirms that. And I'll be tendering those letters in. So I cannot go against what the letters say and the contract say because I was the agent at that time. Japan Business was the agent.
Hold on. LCs on site. Payment shall be in euros. First, if we say there shall be no advance payment.
Yes.
What does advance payment mean?
What it means is that you are not the supplier was not going to be paid any cash, any money for him to use in procuring all the accessories and everything to manufacture. So the manufacturer will use his own money to buy the ambulance vans, all the accessories from across the globe, with the security from government being the LC. And the LC has conditions precedent.
Hold on. Yes, advance payment don't mean paying in advance of the delivery of the goods.
They said no advance payment.
Yes, advance payment means that you are paying before the goods are delivered to you.
No, they said no advance payment. Not that there's advance payment. Yes. No advance. Mean that you will not pay.
Yes, until the goods are delivered to you. No, so.
Yes.
Yes, so until the goods are delivered, you don't pay at all.
You don't pay.
No, so. So, and then also it goes ahead to say that payment shall be in a free manner. Else it's on site. In my view, if we agree to this theory, it's so simple. The theory of the case.
Not agree to the way you want to go. The way you want to go about it.
So you let's agree. Let's describe it that way. Let's describe it that way. Do you want to go about it?
Okay,
fine. Agree this way. For me, it makes it simple.
Yes, it will make
it doesn't also involve. It doesn't involve any difficulty for you.
Yes, I agree. I understand your point. It doesn't.
When you say there's no advancement, yes. When you say there's no advancement, ordinarily meaning in Ghana that you don't pay until you get your goods. Now the contract here, even the clear terms, unless maybe you guys did not draft the contract, it says this on site of goods shall be established upon the signing of the contract for every future.
No, it was the contract was drafted by government. It was drafted by government.
Oh, yes. And
it was an LG department peruse the contract and approve the contract for government.
It is not a problem whether they approve it. Every contract is actually approved before later when they implement it. Then problems.
You see, what the difficulty I have with your position is that, you see, frankly speaking, fine, as you are saying, if I agree to your position, how you want to go about it and how you want me to go about my answering questions and things, if I go by that way, frankly speaking, I'll be dishonest. Because I know that is not how it's supposed to be. And I'll be dishonest, in such a way that I'll be assisting for someone I know is completely innocent about this. For example, to force him to be jailed because I knew something was wrong, was not the way, and I decided to keep quiet and to answer the question in a way that will make your case better for you to jail him. I'll be battling with my conscience. That is the problem I'm having. Anytime you bring up this issue with Yoni Kulendi, when I went to Yoni Kulendi's place, anytime you bring this issue, that is my problem I'm having. Because me, for example, I am in this case because I'm innocent and I'm going through ordeal. So I'm looking at another person also going to go through ordeal and through me because I know the truth and I decide not to say it because I want to help the AG make his case. And I ask myself, what is my interest in it?
I'm not asking you to really help me. I'm just going by the top. Anyway, so that's fine. So this one was even just by the way.
I hope you get my difficulty.
It's on the phone. I don't even know that.
Oh no. No, don't worry about that one. My issue I'm talking about. I'm just. Oh no, you and I will be meeting. You'll be meeting me at my cousin's place. And you've been bringing this issue up several times, and I keep telling you that I can't do that because it doesn't sit well with me.
The terms of contract. The terms of contract are simple. It is on site shall be established upon the sign of the contract for every future with us.
Yeah.
We just played portions of it because it was 16 minutes 5 seconds. We played it yesterday. We've given you the relevant portions. Obi was say wabokrono. Jack Pay, or no agent for Big C for ya. When I was here, somebody ambulance abre trotro. What the now could you call to Dinasen? That one in the Koboy 9th April 2024 and up past 7:12 a.m. I will show you the evidence. Nipe kokota kodi adansia. Ufri se will prosecutor ufri se will case. I was say when I wait me establish a good case. First match in Kumu Ivniva. First match, Godfred is not a lawyer, he is a legal terrorist. He is a fixed match merchant, a very corrupt character. Telling Obi I was about my chrono say, Uba be dia dance your coat, Oba, maybe so say, can see. Ni pay say, me yes, sir, na me di bonne, mean to be fast nya to forcing. The awokano, me kasa, a yantro, and he is supposed to testify to the truth as he knows. He testified, lawyer for better, so dear dance here based on matters within his personal knowledge, and yet within the knowledge of the Attorney General. So, Jai, no, I made it a dance here. You are even supposed to cross-examine him. Now, so beka bibi na nyano kra, wapa ne hontoma. Why are you fixing a match with him and telling him what to say? Adia we bin sigana da. Na de ehu wo mukura ne say, Godfred da me wie no say, oh, is Agyapong bibi. Me timetable, I was me too quiet nti and ochina court no me ntimi ma. Nti wadanse na wo ba bedin me show try na slow down. Hwim na adanse no me nimwie na wotwe. Se na be ya metimi too quiet. Na Agyapong say we ha me documents dos nti wo be kwa aba na me ti adaka ni me ha ho kra. O say oh Agyapong na de ba kwa obetimi ayaboa me so ne say obetimi akwaje medical excuse duty. Obi a wonyare o Agyapong nyare. Ghana Attorney General aban lawyer penyi say o koji fake medical report bra say wo yare say na be ya court be tu asem na hye masa o mai be ne timi o de tie mame tie that part of the tape.
Me, that's my timetable for the rest of the
oh, that means that you are not going to be around.
So yeah, and then even next week, the whole of next week I'll not be around. There's a way of if you not even finishing next week, I would appreciate.
Oh no, okay, no, I'll not finish next week. I don't think I'll be able to finish because the documents are many. So you will surely go and come and meet me.
Oh, no,
but that will also depend upon the judge's behavior.
You can bring one medical experience next week.
Okay.
Yes,
okay, fine. If you bring a medical excuse next week.
I said you. How can I bring medical excuse?
No, you are saying that I should bring a medical excuse next week.
You can if you want.
But brother, you want this one to issue bench warrant for me again?
Right. Anyway.
Because you can see that I was really in admission, struggling for my life, and she issued bench warrant for me to be arrested, and my name was put everywhere. That's right. Now, if I go and do another one, as you are saying, my brother, this one will issue another bench warrant for me and destroy the little of my reputation left. She will destroy it for me.
No problem.
But you will surely go and come and meet me still talking. So don't worry.
No problem. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Baba.
Abusafo, ene da hono. How low we have sunk as a country. That now we have criminals in important offices. Somebody like Godfred as Attorney General. Carbon once for him so ni mumrachen ubia. Ne spokespersons and media advisors Paul Adomo Tremo say ato force ne Agyapong na epa na chew. Mo hwe no anim buasini. Oni decency impose wo tukwan a obeka no kra kire court say bi tukwan. Na nya bia Godfred ni deputies no omabon ana. As a tukwan and the deputy entimi ni asem we. I just said o ka kire a witness to go and forge fake medical excuse duty to defend the court. This man, can he be an attorney general? Now, Obibeka said, why are we talking? What is serious about this? Godfred is a lawyer for your Emra. Emrano, your friend of legal profession, professional and etiquette rules 2020 LI 24-3. Rule 13 say, we a lawyer, now we do assemble court. Untumine accused person and a party in the matter. Nipebia or can semene ho. Any komo as a lawyer directly abra nipa no lawyer. Say nipa ni lawyer obetumi na kasa. But nipa no lawyer represented party I just say won ne lawyer kasa. And as a lawyer ma ho kwan say won ne kasa. The enti ayaya mra ne sa ne say lawyer ni mumra, ordinary person ni mumra. Na yempese lawyer ni be dada will be a woni mumra na wama na koye bibia ne ho betumi a kire no. That is why that rule is there. Mate se bi musi o na Agyapong na woni lawyer omoboa. Enkomo we it was recorded on 9th April 2024 year. Agyapong's lawyer was Sorry, the respected Sorry. At all material times I won in this year he had a lawyer entro. It was breaches a rule no. Ebiam yawo emre a friend of fabrication of evidence. Section 213 and 214 of Act 29. The attorney said, "Wa be catch obi say onko di tronchire court to be no. Wa commit a crime, we a criminal. Oboni awa ye ne friend of perjury. Ko o si obi nko di tro enchire court. and you can go to jail for it. It's a second-degree felony. Saboneno na Godfred Amyedi. A lawyer formula now so rule 54 say, to me, integrity of evidence. You can't tell a witness to lie or deceive a court. Oh, a lawyer now catch you say, obi kodi adanse or court. Adi onim no kodi one adanse. Enya de unim. Say be on one lawyer crying to me can't as someone said and say kokawe. Because you testify about matters within your personal knowledge. And see, for me to tell Jack say, koka we or say no. Oboa enya sanete. Koka we or say no. Oboa enya sanete. He has breached that rule and committed a crime. Damn the criminal. Then, Rule 40, special responsibility of a prosecutor. And also so clear, we a prosecutor, you have a higher responsibility, special responsibility. So we'll be doing cre. Now wafa attentre ne kwanswa ye wadwuma. We are all force Jack Pasa wonko dia dance crew about the letter of credit. Now what to me I build a false case against Atofose no. We a honorable conduct of a prosecutor na. Oni mo hwene nim. Ni kiki na se no. Adwen papa bia ni niti. Adwen papa bia ni akwa waiting. We no mo nam kru say we have the men oni mumra no. Fixed match nkwa. We've told you that is a stock and trade. That is his modus operandi. Ya ka mo see evidence when. I bet the man will say one day, every day for thief, one day for master. Man will say I fed the MPP for man will say obi a won the master. Na Godfred that mean him say obi share jackpot. In the road jackpot no. On say they were good anymore say. So this is there. Now, as same way AC court wa NDC for you can see a press conference pe. Come and see. Godfred that mean the lawyers. Deputy Attorney General no issue statement. Oh, hey, MPDC for bois bibi any ho. And I may pass a wound tronco MPP for the me intended. Producer Mame 23rd May let press release Attorney General issue here. Just the first page, 23rd May. They said emphatically, almost a Godfred, that means share any accused person in the case that he has not met any of them or even sought the cooperation of any of the accused persons. This is a press release from Godfred Dame office denying categorically say oni akwani shiada oni nkasada none of the accused persons, none. The press release I will bring it later. Then the Attorney General spokesperson Ekan Joy say, oh, after some more that I say Godfred Dame share any of the accused persons dano. I am throwing this for a buano. Kwensima now my son say oh Shiano, but Oshiano Supreme Court judge before producer get the WhatsApp chats ready, at least the first two, get it ready. Or say the Supreme Court judge being a friend Godfred Dame so mrani fee or call you fear not say one Mr. Jack Pabebo until he was ambushed. Please let's see Mr. Jack on the Godfred Dame or more chats. This is 16th February 2022. 16th February 2022. Or say, I'm humbly, send a message to Godfred Dame. I'm humbly requesting for a time and venue at your convenience to meet you for a private discussion. You have a private discussion. 16th February 2022 ton. I'm most grateful for that kind gesture from you. Because now, your money bill, Attorney General intervening, we're fulfilling the bill conditions. And I say, hope to hear from you favorably. 16 February. Sadana. I want to show you the yes. 16 February in Komono, Nentuasweni. Godfred Dame replied, or say, I will arrange through your brother. Thanks. Who is his brother? The Supreme Court judge. Obviously, me person me share one privately. O say, oh, I will go through your brother. So connection man for so no muzi o madwuma. Na wa da no ho anoma kokone eze wa be pepa wa no say oh Supreme Court judge bi na entrap me. Abuzi of tape ya boy Supreme Court judge bi omu ana. Sa tape ne de obunim se ye wo ne ye wo so. Na ne mere beba. Ye money se say ha ne mere beba. But the ya boy ya so evo omu ya boy. Phone call conversation. Abuzi afo me catch him say Godfred Dame tape na me boy no 26 minutes. Phone call Godfred Dame na friend me say Jackpot. Tuesday 9th April 7:12 a.m. Any evidence in any? WhatsApp. We are locking to be deleted. This number Godfred Dame I block it. Minim the money MTN for it. It's all free. But you see, we have the real number there. You name, you know, everywhere. We have the screenshot with the real number. And this is the number. And some 12 when you know, Godfred Dame was for interview. And to Godfred Dame, the media still has this number. And to what delete you cry, you walk. The evidence is here. Now, Matisse say, "Oh, na tape no." Na say Godfred Dame ne kasa 26 minutes. Na tape na ya boni 16 minutes. 5 seconds here you fake. The aka nebeba. By force say you boni nyina. You fake mo de we mo authentic in a way. Na nye bia wo me ne udi nkomo for 20 minutes. Na me ne udi nkomo no do be 10 minutes. Am say akoi adwenboni wo ni team. And some okay was me record. Now me record the last 10 minutes now. And say man record the first 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes now me record and fake na. What Kasa say you don't think before you speak. This is what they are saying. Let's go back to the presentation. And it's am trust say me share ne da ya chill. Afi Supreme Court judge been a trap me. And usuni producer Godfred Dame spokesperson of 54 seconds. Asam no kan no Joy News. Say a Supreme Court judge been a trap Godfred Dame and bomber Mississippi. No be we say and kofo no cranium. You believe them at your own peril.
But didn't have a lawyer.
That's what we are saying. So therefore, it was a bit more reassuring for the Attorney General to know that there's a Supreme Court justice who is a relative to the accused person. So his presence, of course, would be in the best interest of the accused person. This is not Sebio Hisebushapein. This is a justice of the Supreme Court. So when the Supreme Court justice invites the Attorney General to come over, and in that said meeting, Richard Jackpot shows up, and then the conversation continues in respect of the plea negotiations, then I don't think the Attorney General has done anything wrong, especially as I pointed out that at all material times that they met, the third accused person was not represented by counsel. MFR, you are very good.
But didn't have a lawyer.
And Cranny Becker said, Namasione, and the Dahono. And the Dahono. Lies, they say, have a short lifespan. On says, is here when you go. He said, the almost plea bagging, almost not only lawyer. 9th April, Ubi Uncle check a court, na Japa lawyer, you're sorry. Into Munyan Trono. I feel almost, na Attorney General crack catcher and say, on cano cre, money need to be and also so say a tro. It is not true. All the things about plea bargaining, there has not been any plea bargaining negotiations in this matter. No plea bargaining negotiations in this matter. Richard Jackpot and the trail letters. Ekoma Bain say, Maza, Mama ambulance, what's the problem with her? Accessories in Cajon. Yet the Abba, Monclair, the information was a Monclair. Most prosecute me. Okay. Company no ambulance and they say, case we a bit me good anymore. And the monfa ambulances no emreye. Na yemfa musika mamona asem fa na asem ko. And no bonibia ni mu very plea bargain Ghana ya Shemra Act 1079 ma ho kwan se wutimi yesa. Attorney General say and also mempe sika no kra no mempe e was to force in kodam. Omaya kidney patients ye pe sika dia bo omu yetimi to kolebu renal unit mu because I buy the car akufu ado ne ba we the car 4 million muso mu disika. Uso obi abo ye ka 2 million euros so say je wade na fa me ambulance na was say e trotro ne mame and also so I was say wonye. Yet these same people in the Atu case, and this one producer, give me the Atu Asian story. Obekaya capital bank you know, obu penny back your friend Atu Asian. Abayin bo no do say Bank of Ghana ma bank ni sika. Na owura no wiaye stealing. He was charged for stealing and money laundering and convicted. Say Bank of Ghana sika ye the man no of 90 million ne basa. 90 million yet 900 billion titisikano atuesi enoni. Yet this case abaima atuesi en plea bargain so tuesika na onko prison. On tuesika na sika na yepe. Till 17 May 2023 atuesi handed Lifeline to liquidate his asset and pay 55 million because he paid 35 million out of the 90 million. Obia yese were guilty of stealing and money laundering. Cry say utimi settle. Utimi ye plea bargain tuya. Na Jackpani big sifu a omo de car brel. U problem ane say sticker na ebo hono from na machiri. Akonwa ne mu nye den. Drawer bi utumu enu amu ntimi nto. Medical supplies in or the medical supplies are brel. Wo say won claim report because person go NDC jo ma ne ato force ani mu ase. Then that person says, okay, what's what about 2 million euros? No problem. Family ambulance, mommy. Now, if I see come out, almost said that we will prosecute the case. Go back to the presentation producer. This, where is the sense in this? You wonder whether these people think about Ghana. And I said, Godfred, I mean, I found when I was all back Casana for where Jania Figana. He said, oh, Godfred, I mean, we'll come because Jackpot threatened, they say, I will open the Pandora's box and we'll join and you all collaborate in New York or say Delta mu and I capture and play mu or down there no near capture no. Ne spokesperson now wedding trading to Madame Vopasu. He was my vice president when I was SRC president at Ghana School of Law. Nice gentleman, but I don't know how to book cruiser or munisuba into trunk one. Or also and then central for friend now on fan the call with Ghana. Enti comedian here, your friend Frank Davis. Or no na or press conference because that man said Johnny. The spokespersons were doing the phone. Is I'm trouble for no munyano. The comedian about by also ambulance near trotro, ya pahon to mama usanya no cre. After you also John Mahama Crano, Etretia bind say Yaya to force here, almost on cooperative. I want to warn the MPP. Producer, give me close up. I want to warn the MPP. You see, we are privy to so many things that the respect we have for John Mahama and Tiyan can want them. Because you see, a conversation between a president and a former president is privilege. A conversation between a president and a former president is privilege. Now, President Akufo-Addo, if you don't want these comedians in your party, no more Kosovo John Mahama in this matter, we will spill the beans. The amount per se that privileged conversation, we will talk about it. You are warned. You see, then they say, oh, NDC per se share the auto force. Nobody is saying it's about intra case anymore. Ye ni na court mua, ye kwasa an ye pe. But then your Godfred, I mean, one bit me di asem no. The fact that we prosecute Obi, na what commit a crime, criminal offense. I don't say, oh, you should use the prosecution as a shield. Say me prosecute auto force in team mama men family hundi. What be we fa? So nobody is doing that. Ebi almost say, oh, ye tape na ya born ya doctored. You see, the court has ruled on doctored tapes in the case of Kennedy Agyapong versus Anas. Court will say, so obi the tape will ban out see a fake. Why will see a fake? It was all called for authentic in a bra. It's authentic in a way. Which is you don't have a conscience. But for that I don't know. The voice was only to me can say a doctored. Who you and I were not there. Oh yeah, then I won't say a doctored. But for that way. And then a jackpot threatened, they say, I will open the Pandora's box. Went to me and deny. I said, Brother, you're for court. Say, tape near doctor. Obi Abehu. Ufisa 7 years back, I can't radio, so near class 1. Now, Dr. Tape, you want to say, security experts on your NDC, on your MPP. Friend Adam Bona, Wakam Wasem. Mommy already Wakam about it.
It's not doctored. Absolutely not doctored. Anyone who understands, you know, how bargain is done or how recording is done. And this, not even a third-party device was used. It was a direct recording. When I say direct recording, you can see, you know, there are no noise, you know, you have very minimal noise, just like a normal telephone conversation. It means that it was, you know, P2P recording, not where you call me and I set up maybe another recorder somewhere, put it on loudspeaker, and then I'm using the third-party device to record. This is a direct, you know, call it P2P recording, and so it's not doctored. And if you listen to the sequencing, if you gauge the sequencing, you can see Japa Richard's, you know, diction, his tonation, you know, it was constant, very constant. He sustained it. If you looked at the pitch, also he sustained that one as well. And then even with the AG, if you look at it, he spoke as if it was, under his bed or somewhere, but also very sustained. Something like that. And when you look at it, anyone who understands the way these things are done will tell you that no, this will not pass for a doctored tape. Even up to the time they said goodbye to one another, this will not pass as a doctored tape. And you can send it to the FBI, you can send it to the CIA, to MI6, MI5, and they will all tell you the same thing I'm telling you.
This is a verdict of a security expert, not NDC, not MPP. Or say you're doctored. Or say MP Obia, or that tell you cry a chain on what I say, and you know. And you come for the watching, I say, Obeka say, Menyere, Damenanka Zamra. Is there only moment for strategy? Be said, Dame call to no maybe. Into the deputy, Mimi Krumni, lawyer Tia Boa and Infant in Meje. So never Adame Ama, or Baby Jackpa, Dame Upe, you come to court. Either you resign or you come to court. So I won't resign the Brabishia Jackpa. Won't resign the Brabishia Jackpa or court. Nasa will take me a doctor that becan or court. You, I was for emergency, Yanko Yanim. Yeah, NDC, MPP for key soap concert party. Yeah, high home. Because Ghana phone him day. We are not stupid people in this country. We are discerning. But let me give you the verdict of neutrals on this matter. NDC for Bryce Simmons of Imani, Africa. Bryce Simmons was Papa way. On the ambulance case, prosecution of Ato Forsen, incompetent, needless. Bryce Simmons. Was it politics na MPP? We on NDC new Bryce Simmons. Me try the verdict of neutrals. Frankly Kujo, Mubaka Papa we opposition oboye chipa. Imani Africa president. Muntie. I say Facebook. I say I am sorry. I was wrong about AG inability to do what he has been accused of. Nipa ye bad. AG ye cobra. He must go. Or dame. Even the dame. Or ye cobra. And yet law be no practice you. Dame no to. Connection kwa. Dame and auto. Frankly good I say I was right about the AG. Ato Forsen's trial was political. It is a Sammy Gyamfi na makasa na office me NDC in America. Look at the verdict. Bryce Simmons, Franklin Kujo, independent-minded Ghanaians. Most of the times they criticize the NDC. We professor of law, Professor Apiajeya 28th May 2024, no yan published. Or say Attorney General's office tarnished by NDC tape. He must apologize and resign. Professor say, "Dame, pachew." Na resign. We or NDC niana. MPP for free Ghana and Nyansafo but the Nyansafo sign. Ghana for your wabotre. But the non-stress say you can take us for granted. Wabe wako kasa brabe you one we dwane akwa kwese buchire. Waka cho spokesperson say wonum ni phone. And our summer concert party akwa is a Frank Davis say wine makers a doctor. Guys obeka doctor na wafa onwedi. Experts have authenticated the tape. And you will see the evidence of the authentication in court. Producer, more of what neutrals have said. Give me more. This is Mr. Ansasare, former director of Ghana School of Law. Akufo-Addo down for pa. Ghana School, I say ambulance case. Akufo-Addo must be impeached. I say into Akufo-Addo there so. If he doesn't sack Odame, I say when you Odame there into that there so. Ansasare no. But mama, Reverend Kwesi Boateng. Ne lawyer no Bobby Branson. Mama me ne dey no. So no dey MPP lawyer. Mama me. This is the last one I'll show you. Say I will step aside if I were the Attorney General Bobby Branson. We dey mo amu ni news far. Madam for power chira dey law school. Lawyer unima dey. But o MPP ni ono aya aware. MPP lawyers are even calling for Attorney General to step aside. Let's go to my final slide of the presentation, Yempo. This is the verdict of neutrals, not just Sammy Gyamfi. The verdict. So what are we asking for? Yes, number one, Godfred Ame, for what you might tour, and as a Akufo-Addo you ready, any ready. So Akufo-Addo you ready Parliament. Now what you be? O move say you be same way now what na MPP a press conference. Now done political football ni etwa. There will be a motion of censure against Godfred Ame. You be hwehwem, you be TV so obi abi ho bi. So you say Godfred Ame must be prosecuted for telling a witness who fabricate evidence. It is perjury, second degree felony. Or one prosecutor now, me say Godfred Ame, I just Ono nsuo grawa ma aban sesa ye be prosecute no. Ye den be ko general legal counsel so aka ho. Nti abusuafo everything you need to know about that forcing case na ma chirechiro mu no. The ekosu ni nyina no na me the evidence na brewo no. You can decide for yourself. Yenim hwekra de dokra to ahye yenim sa ben. Mature the case of the state, mature the case of autoforcing. Mature the akoso court, the judge as to what the issues are. And I've shown you the evidence from Sir Tekpa and Mr. Jakpa about those evidence. Evaluate it for yourself. But Damia, what committed crime? Now what breaching the legal professional and etiquette rules. I was say a so. There cannot be any hiding place for him. Or by a airport. On resign, me problem cry. What the partners or court to Mr. Jakpa? Court. Tuesday is the day. Now let's read some of your messages. Bawa Zakaria Abdullah. I say good evening. The aficionado of communication. And to everyone on the globe, the damning revelation like Godfred has exposed the long-held view that the AG has been engaging in judicial process manipulation. And his cup is full. And no amount of water that is brought from the sea can wash the dirty dealings of the dishonorable AG on ethical conduct. Abubakar Ibrahim Musa was keenly following the discourse from Insuatre in Bono region. The continuous stay in office of the Attorney General Godfred and the subsequent justification by the MPP and their evil surrogates suggest that the MPP is indeed a democratic assassin. Godfred Dame must go. The next one from Kwame Prince says Godfred Dame is just evil and he must resign. He is not fit to be our Attorney General. Godfred Dame must go. David K. Abisi said the truth is that Dame is always evil and he must go. The Attorney General is wicked. The GBA is quiet. 24 hours after such an explosive scandal, the president is playing the ostrich. What a shame. GBA for a tremor. The tip is there. Producer, do you have Dame's speech at the 2023 GBA conference? Get that ready for me. I'll show them something. Like Franklin Kojo is saying. Okushia a lawyer for at the bar conference in 2023. And some will kind of now, Gilbert Malik say, we are still waiting for the original tape and the video evidence of the MPP. No one is above the law. Godfred Dame must go. Yes. Mona most yes to force him the power Godfred Dame actual. Most of video tape you here. Adane Boachi bidin. Twan kontumpo masa for yera oda bontin. And I would be unconserved Bruce if you now. On the money go tape in a way. And trophy. Foga Nuku no say in this serious Jakpadame gate, the press conference held by the lawyers Frank Davis and Anabi gave me serious mental distress. What Frank Davis presented was an insult to his own intelligence. I say, Faustina Amisa, Dame is a disgrace to the bar. The AG should do the honorable thing by resigning from his post as the state attorney and minister of justice. Now, producer, before I conclude, give me Dame's speech. Give me. Okay, let me give you the verdicts of the mature neutrals. The same way, I want to give you the verdict of Kennedy Akompre Agyapong. Obieni wa MPP ni channel. Obieni wa boy MPP NDC HDD attempt channel. Wakasa aba case muntie Kennedy Agyapong. Se Sammy Gyamfi na wonyi ni a tie Kennedy Agyapong.
Things have gone on. Yeah. But honestly, I'll be frank. My name sa some no court here. But yeah, I disagree. I disagree with Autoforcing the Yes. Now truth will kill me because Sawusi will be a minister of finance. Nese ministry be Edine Yabano establish LC Manua. Now Kasadia, any more ministers na Motiwana Muheli Said. Muheni.
And I will be a baby or more winning.
Well, but I'm telling you, Maridi Kakra, and I'm just saying, in principle, Sawuka James Autoforcing, causing financial loss to the state because he established an LC for a ministry. It is not his responsibility to check, say, in your man by Nasama. It is the responsibility of that particular ministry. I will establish an LC on his behalf to check.
ɛno nto na bi ɛsesa ɔhwɛ ni yie.
O ti ase. Media. Mesisa who you sue eno as causing causing financial loss to the state. I disagree.
Okay.
Me must state my position. Menim so ochina be yami, but
oh, there be
menyama ka kire wo
e bi anya facts ni nyina na available.
Menyama ka kire me ngan I know the facts. I know. I disagree because yes sir, ministers you are not even empowering anybody to sign anything because they will take a clue from autoforcing. It is a whole reform sir.
Not sure.
No,
but unfortunately no, autoforcing is in court. He has not been sentenced. So they are okay.
Yeah,
I think so. Obey give the case.
Right. I'm saying court to a young candidate.
Yeah.
Anyway. But me no but my state me position means no I can't any echo. I am not against Obi Awam this can no. But the cry be alpha so me I've always had a problem with causing financial loss to the state. So I charge you know. Honestly.
No masione men kan ba ko enemesua ene da ho no bomuchichi finsu ase be ka cho so de ncheme we ni nechinye we by the way Kennedy Agyapong ka ase mo no nyanko presidential primaries ni lusuye na maka say he say ni buofu we na wonya afi kura na wo contest for MPP presidential candidate. But you see, and this is one thing I like about Kennedy Agyapong. Sometimes so nimunkuan dia sometimes he will say the truth. So MPP force away which chant Kennedy Agyapong aka Bryce Simmons, everybody has said it. Obi akwato ambulance o say a trotra ambulance is your ambulance papa enyema wo say a problem on one enyema kitinkiti bi ebetimi asolve medical accessories awosu hia ya ship ya bro 8 years in aka port. Why now cause of financial loss to the state? Is it you are wager medical accessories no e wo port for 8 years na ambulance ni see awiem for 8 years no anase nipa kro na ono sign letter of credit on behalf of the minister for the minister with the seal of the minister. Minister Abakot Abeka I authorize him. We say even if Sir Tekpe says he authorize him, maybe mean to. Even if the minister's seal is on the letter, mean to. No. But you see, Godfred, your sins have found you out. Your cup is full. Your day of reckoning has come, and you will never go free. This is NDC 360 Media and Sammy Gyamfi NDC Amanyuku. This was our 4th and special edition, and I hope you've learned something from this. And if you care about justice, I'm sure this will be part of the decision you make come 7th December 2024. It's also about corruption. It is about the devious characters governing our country today. And because one day it can be you. And we see na yensisem na yema ban a ode atentene ne be ye adwuma emra na mo kan ye ho na yen sure say sa adame a ode justice ebo dame chacha wokrum ha no ida se ode na adwuma beto na oba be hia japa e wo court kai se voter transfer so proxy list 30th of May to 14th of June. If you want to take advantage of that, yes sir, your vote is your power. Find your EC district office and do so from between the times of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. from 30th of May to 14th of June. And remember to vote for none other than His Excellency, the nation builder, John Dramani Mahama. Now what you send there, ebe sans we share bien. Onyame share mo nyina.
Story OTCC no a platform my friend PENDREAM TV and I uti story no na o feedback ho hia empa story a watie no any story be our platform no so be a watie a opese o my feedback no mfafa WhatsApp message or WhatsApp number 0277128777 na yebebo e wo PENDREAM FM Ghana for nyina ate won ka
David Kama amena PENDREAM TV ase na so far so good say open online portal e wo Ghana nipa share nipa follow nipa comment here to my best of knowledge without any biases PENDREAM TV